So it was really a great story.
Every successful entrepreneur I know has had setbacks, and it's really like, for the most successful entrepreneurs I know, that's important. You know, I made money like after 9/11, I lost a lot of my money because I didn't eject from the hypnosis business fast enough, and I had to rebuild. But being forced to rebuild made it clear that like I could do it again, and I could do it again and again, right? Like the first time maybe I was lucky. The second time I'm like, no, I got this, right? So now like I can operate with a lot less fear because like I've been there, I know I can get out of it, right? Like, and so it is kind of an important thing, even from a sense of just being at your best, because if you're too afraid of losing things, you can't be as aggressive as you might need to be successful in business. So yeah, so there was this time where in internet marketing back in 2007, where a bunch of people lost their merchant accounts. There was like a cleanup in the industry and stuff, and Russell lost his, Mike Filsaime lost his. I didn't lose mine, you know, because like I think partly because I've dealt with a lot of big corporations too and stuff like that. And so less of my business has ever been the smallest entrepreneur, whereas theirs were more dependent on that earlier on. And so Russell was in a panic because he owed the government over $1 million in back payroll taxes. And so in the United States, there's different types of, I'm sure just like in Italy, there's different taxes that you pay. There's income tax, right? Like
there's only one difference, Rich, that if you steal in Italy, you don't go in jail. So
you don't?
Oh, no, man.
If you're big enough, you're for a small entrepreneur, you do.
No, well, if you don't pay your income taxes, they're going to come after you. They're going to bother you. They're going to fine you. They're going to take your money, but you're not going to go to jail unless like it's a big conspiracy, right? But if you're an employer and you're deducting money out of your employees, like, you know, paycheck, so that, you know, that like Social Security is there for when they retire, and you pay that to the government quarterly, and then you miss a payment. Now you took money from your employee and you're supposed to match it as the employer, and they need that money. And if you don't pay that money, you go to jail, because like that's not money that you didn't pay. That's money that you collected.
Oh, that's a nice point of view of Mattia. If you live in Italy, you become a politician. Really, really.
That's how it is in the U.S. too. So anyway, he was in a panic and didn't know what to do. And I said, you know, just fly down here. And I got your answer. And that was because it was like a few months after we had invented the automated webinar. And I gave him the software. I gave him this report I wrote. And I used to write two different types of reports. I wrote a bunch that were free, right? That was for the world. But then I wrote a bunch that were for clients that was like, you know, what I think you need to do right now, right? And so I wrote a report back in 2007 called Evergreen Event Driven Marketing, which explained automated webinars, how I thought it was going to be the future and how they should work. And people still follow that strategy to this day. And so I gave it to him, and like within 30, 60 or 90 days, I don't remember, he made his $1 million. And like, you know, and then from there he started building, and then he started ClickFunnels, and now he's got a 9-figure business? Yeah.
Quindi ragazzi, avete scoperto perché Rich viene chiamato il guru dei guru. Tutte le persone che vedete su Facebook che pubblicizzano prodotti, i software che utilizzate, molti di loro sono passati da Rich, dalle coaching di Rich.